Hello Cancer, my name is Alison and you are with Healing Dove Tarot. Cancer, we're going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you from the 1st to the 7th of October. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that I am not taking personal readings for the month of October. For anyone that's already reached out, I've already responded, we've got your time scheduled, but I will not be taking on any new readings for the month of October. Now Cancer, I have pre-shuffled your cards and it looks a bit exciting. Before I get started though, I did just want to let you know that Venus goes retrograde at the end of this week on the 5th of October. It is not the ideal time when Venus retrogrades to make any major changes to your physical appearance. So don't have any plastic surgery, no Botox, that kind of thing. Don't cut your hair, don't dye your hair. This is not the ideal time, okay? Because you may regret it later. It's also not the ideal time to commit to anyone or start anything new when it comes to love, because it could be that at the end of the period you actually change your mind about that person, or that person changes their mind about you, or things become seen in a different light. It is the time, however, to go back and reflect on your past, for lovers to reconnect. It's a really beautiful time to kind of pause and reflect on where we've been and where we're going in terms of love. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't, totally can't start something new, or something can't begin. All I'm saying is just don't rush in, don't try and commit too soon, okay? Take your time. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Cups. So this is showing me the energy that you're coming into this period with. Now, Cancer, if I remember correctly, we talked about opening your heart to manifest the relationship that you want. If I go back and look a little bit into the past and the past energy, you had the card of transformation, death, and Wheel of Fortune. Really powerful energy combined together when it comes to love, okay? So I feel like the wheels of fate were turning in your favor and it's time to transform your love life. You also have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups speaks about emotionally moving on. So it could be that you've chosen to emotionally move on from your past. It could be a specific person. It could just be that you've let go and you're ready to bring in new love. And I see that because then we start off this week with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups speaks about soulmate energy. Now, at the very heart of your reading, you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups speaks about new love, new connections. So it could very well be that you've recently met a soulmate or someone that you just feel very comfortable around, right? Very easygoing. It feels comfortable, content, happy. And look, in terms of signs, I will tell you right now, I have a Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, you're showing up in your own reading, and I also have a Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, showing up as the King of Pentacles. So this could be a male or it could still be a female, just a really strong Earth sign, okay? Now, you've got literally the Earth sign sitting side by side with your card, the Chariot. So this could be the person that I'm talking about that is your new love interest that I'm seeing you connecting with, okay? This is the one that it feels very comfortable with, that I feel like you're thinking in your mind, hey, we could actually really work together and build something together as a team. Now, I love the Three of Pentacles in any kind of romantic type of reading, because it speaks about reciprocity. It speaks about here's my coin, here's your coin, and here's what we're trying to build together. It's teamwork, right? And that's lovely energy when it comes to any kind of new connection. In terms of earth and water, Cancer and earth signs do go well together, because you're quite an emotional sign, and sometimes you need someone just to bring you back down to earth, to ground you a little bit. And earth signs do that for you, okay? You, depending on where you are, you can be completely polar opposite to this person in terms of astrological influence. All that means is it's kind of like a yin and a yang. There are both pluses and minuses to any kind of connection like that, right? I feel like as you get to the weekend, you've got 2 threes here. So you have another card about creativity, I guess you can say. When I see this card come up in readings that are not to do with love, so like career readings, that kind of thing, it speaks about new opportunities. It speaks about traveling for new opportunities. It speaks about new opportunities coming in. It could be that either you or your love interest has something new coming up. So Let's say they have to travel for a job opportunity. You might have to travel for a job opportunity, whatever it is. But I still see you very much together there, trying to figure it out together. If this is you, I feel like you have their support as you try and figure it out. And if this is them, try not to feel trapped about the weight of the decision of where it could lead, okay? If this is someone new that you've connected with and you're worried that they could be making a decision to make a move and therefore you won't see them, just know that you have this beautiful angelic guidance around you, okay? Temperance represents a sign of Archangel Michael. So this speaks about having strength and knowing that balance will be achieved when it comes to this connection. The Eight of Swords is a card that it's not great energy, okay? But it's mental energy. This is all in your head, Cancer, okay? You know, it's one of the most loyal and loving signs when it comes to the zodiac. You are also sometimes some of the most pessimistic. You know that old saying, the cranky crab? You tend to overreact to things that haven't happened yet, or see things coming out, or get yourself in a little bit of a knot because you're thinking about all the options. The advice here is just try to go with the flow as much as you can, okay? When you stay in the moment, you'll start to see that things aren't really as bad as they seem. In traditional tarot, this card is represented by a woman being surrounded by 8 swords, right? And blindfolded, so she feels trapped. She knows she can feel the swords are there, but they're not actually touching her, cutting her. And if she took her blindfold off, she could see that she could walk through clearly without being harmed. That's the position that you're in now, Cancer, okay? You don't have to preempt all the doom and gloom. You just take your blindfold off, be in the present, enjoy the moment. You'll see you have nothing to worry about. Now, one word of caution, okay? You do have the moon at the bottom of your reading underneath the Ace of Cups. So this is the energy you're taking on with you into the next week, right? I feel like if there's something that you're not being honest about or not telling the truth about, now is the time to do so, okay? Something to do with this connection, something to do about where you're at, something that you're holding back on, try not to hold back. For cross watchers that are watching this, Cancer, if this sounds like you and there's something that you're not telling your potential Cancer partner, then the advice here is to be honest and open, okay? Because they will figure it out. It's a very clear message for someone that may not apply to all of you. It is a general reading. Okay, so let's have a look at some additional guidance for singles. Single Cancers or newly dating. That's funny. Listen. So this is the card in traditional tarot of the High Priestess. It's number 2 in the deck, follows just after the Magician, okay? It's a very interesting card to get after just talking about secrets and things not being clear and honest. It's about trusting your intuition and gut. I'll read that to you in a second. Couples. What is the additional guidance for couples? Couples, it doesn't look bad at all, hey? Additional guidance for couples? Yeah. We just had this. I think Leo just had the same card. I feel like you're reconnecting. This Venus retrograde is going to pull you closer together. All right. 2. Duality, right? I told you it represents the High Priestess in traditional tarot. Singles. The key words are see, hear, sense, quiet intuition, and knowing. And it says, take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. What? What was I saying? That's crazy. Thank you, Spirit. That's so funny. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what the other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you're already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. You make assumptions about where the conversation is going and plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working on the conversation to a desired outcome. When this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said, and in doing so, you weren't present for that person. What did I tell you about being in the moment? Listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. Listening involves many senses. Use your eyes to see the body language of the other person. Use your ears to hear not only the words spoken, but also the tone used to express them. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the other person is really saying and feeling. Intuition often helps you hear what is not said as well as what is said. This is crucial to understand the person or the situation. Understanding is essential to improving the relationship or situation. Remember once again to center yourself and use all of your senses to understand what is actually being communicated. Listening is a gift. Give this gift to your partner, parents, children, friend, co-workers, pets, and anyone you meet. Most important, give this gift to yourself. Tune into your mind, body, and soul. Are you listening? What do you hear? Wow. And there's a beautiful affirmation that goes with this, right? It says, I honor myself by being present and truly listening to the messages that I hear. Powerful. Okay, and for couples, reconnection. This card is all about having this beautiful reconnection within your existing relationship, okay? And I couldn't be happier for you because it's been a little bit rocky for you this year. Birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. And the message says, new energy enters old relationships and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnership in all forms. There you go, Cancer. I hope you found this reading helpful. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.